finally happened,
Almost.
audience. It finally happened. We have a comic book night where we're reviewing more than one Spider-Man book. Apparently,
Yeah, Spider-Man books.
Yep.
I know. It was bound to happen. Which what can you say? So it's like, yeah.
Indeed.
So yeah, audience, it's us, three amigos for tonight. This is usually Jake or Austin who opens it up, but yeah, they got swamped with work at the last minute. So, we also have a special guest today. Do. So yeah. Do. We got a comment. Yo, nice.
Thank you.
Shit, my popsicle's melting.
Oof. Multitasking, audience. Multitasking.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Okay.
All right. So, with those giggles out of the way, you guys just want to get started the intro? Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so
February
welcome.
me.
Okay. Welcome to Comic Fanatic Live, the news and reviews of the week, audience. You're here with me, Crypto Seeker 415. Hey, I already gave you an intro last week, so not yesterday. So yeah. Okay, so move on.
Jake and Austin are currently dead at the moment, so I'm Richter, also known as the Witch of Jotunheim, pronouns they, he, and I gotta prepare for a wedding this month.
Woo!
Not
Nice.
mine.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Dude, my bitch ass is getting married? No.
Okay. Now your turn, man, to do the intro. Do your intro, man.
All right. I'm Type of Smoker. You know, you should subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I made a video at the Bears My Good Band Cryptic at the I was gonna do a show. Then guy had me kind of comic fanatic, and had me talking comics. Let's go! Woo!
Yay. And together, we are the Fanatics for tonight. And on our special nights, we do the reviews of the week. And we also have a thing called socials, don't we, Witch?
Yeah, we do. Anyways, first of all, subscribe to us, because if we get to 100 subscribers, something interesting might happen. Ooh.
Yay.
Not saying what,
Yay.
but just letting you know it's going to happen. Anyways, you can also find us on our Twitter at Comic Fanatic. Remember, that's with a PH. 69, Comic Fanatic 69. You can also find me if you don't want to follow the whole squad, because I get it. You can find me on Twitter at Wish of Jotun with an E instead of a U. One of these days, I'm going to go on a full tangent. You guys are going to have to deal with it. Anyways,
Yep.
Find me on TikTok and Instagram at witch_of_Jotunheim. I do post stuff on there sometimes. Stay tuned. Anyways, you can also find me on Tumblr and Blue Sky and North Star Aria. Red Notes like Xiao Hong Shu. Whenever I remember to post, it's Witch of Jotun. And if you want to support me financially, my Ko-Fi is Witch of Jotunheim. And all my links should always be in the description of every single video. Just letting you know. Like I said, Jake and Austin are dead. Cryptid's just chilling. And I don't know what Tevia's doing, but he's here.
Yay. There we go. So there you have it, audience. The fastest intro we've ever done. So let's just get right to it.
No, we've gone faster.
Okay. Hey, we've done literal 1 minute reviews before, audience. Well, before we start recording ourselves, we tried.
Yeah. Yeah. Indeed.
Flash's 1 minute war, Tevia.
I love that book. That book is amazing.
Yeah, every time we talked about it, we tried doing a full review in less than a minute. Like.
How'd that go?
It was a challenge, but we tried. So. All right. With that out of the way, audience, let's talk about the first book of the week. Tevia, do you want to do the honors?
Yep, I'll do it. Spiderman 94, a great comic movie that's awesome, and does pick up what I see up top. Now,
you don't have to have your camera on.
It's optional if you want, man.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, for this day, I want my camera on. Just remember, God, you like this book.
Yep. Okay.
This special occasion. Okay, for context purposes, if you've not seen the anime series, this book picks out the anime series left off. And to make a long story short, the anime series, at the end of season 5, Mary Jane got trapped in another dimension thanks to Green Goblin. Long story, and we never figured out what happened to her.
Yeah.
So this series picked up that series left off. Now
it only took like nearly 30 years for them to get to it, but hey, better late than never, you know. So, all right.
Yeah, indeed. Now, do we get to see that journey with Peter Parker going to the motivation Mary Jane? And that question, no. However, we do get to see him go back to New York, and they do reunite. And that made me happy because damn it, mainstream Marvel won't give me what I want. Then fuck it, I get the next best thing.
We may not have gotten to see how the sausage was made, but at least we got a good dish at the end of the day, you know? So, all right. And I'm pretty sure that was probably like in one of the licensing agreements that greenlighted this book. Like, okay, you could talk about basically the season 6 that we never got of Spider-Man, the animated series, but we don't want you to tell how MJ got found, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's probably something they want to keep for something down the line. You know, you never know.
Yeah.
So, so yeah, let's start the first page. What better way to start the book, right?
Indeed.
Yeah. So explain what happened.
That's a really great deal with Kane and Mullen, but I can't find anything at all. So the best we got. And I love it when people are doing it happy. It's so cute.
It is, you know, breath of fresh air, the honeymoon phase, and all that stuff. A proper honeymoon phase, but yeah, you know.
Indeed. So. But it says that I'm happy, made it back and find again. Nobody ever gonna take away again. I love that so much.
Yep. So yeah, what ends up happening is like, you know, they're back together, they're making out on one of the buildings, and you know, this is where where MJ pops up the question. What's the question, Tevia?
Will you marry me?
Yep. Oh wow. And this is where Peter has to let her know, we kind of already did.
Kind of, a clone.
Oh yeah, a lot of stuff happened, man. Like a lot of emotional stuff, really. Because keep this in mind, audience. For those who need an up to date status of what happened towards the end of the amazing the Spider-Man the animated series, Spider-Man did get married, and it turns out the MJ he married was a clone. Geez, what is it with 90s Marvel animated projects where the main character marries a redhead only to find out it was a clone? I'm looking at you, X-Men 97.
Second really bad employer.
Yeah. What does the 90s have against redheads? You know? We need more redheads.
Yeah. Like, it's kind of ironic. Because X-Men 97 is that same thing with the man employer stuff. But we made out in the comic as well, and they did excellent. They did bad amazing.
I know, right? But in here, so yeah, she was a clone. She died, and pretty much Spider-Man didn't have time to grieve over that because literally immediately after that, Madam Web had him go to this whole Secret Wars event, you know, and even after that, even after stopping Doctor Doom from taking over the world, this and that, he immediately gets dumped into the Spider-Verse event. Like, God damn it, dude.
Not dance rock nonsense. This is the real
Spider-Verse. The first ever audience. So,
it involved
basically, you know, Madam Web. Yeah, Madam Web was basically like, okay, we put you through so much crap that it's time for you to have a little happiness, you know? Long story short, I know, right? Which
indeed. So, by the way, that's by Mr. Ultra Ben Riley. The real Ben Riley, not the Chasm BS.
Hello?
Well,
R.I.P. Cryptid.
Damn it.
Cryptid died, audience. R.I.P.
No,
Everyone put
Cryptid
F's in the
died
chat.
nice. Oh, he's on roll too.
Just keep talking about the book. It's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Betting in general, to make a long story short, too late. At the end of Spider-Man stuff, Matt Webb took Peter West Spider-Man to to Stan Lee, which is a good book at the beginning of the series, and then dropped on to Mary Jane. Back forth into this comic, and now we see people the rename. Yay!
Yay! Everyone say yay in the chat, or else I'm going to kill you.
Indeed. Yep. And well, at first, the people are going to reject the offer because, well, after going through all that shit with the clone stuff, I would actually have tended well. But here's the thing about that. They didn't want me to read it, but it now really thing. She does go back to Peabody and she got asked the question again, wait a minute, and he said yes. And they gave me it. I will say this though, the armor with Peabody and his face with this Spider-Man is not great. But to be fair, never get Munson Hour may not be great. The story is where I'm in, and James Dematteis is a good writer. James Dematteis writing is excellent in this book. He did a great job with Peabody and Mary Jane, and they both actually look something me happy. By the way, the main villain of the story is Mullen. Who's Mullen? He's a GMS villain.
Okay, I'm back.
Yay!
Sorry, I had some tech issues there, audience. So yeah. So what were you guys talking about?
We were talking the rest of the comic.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And you were talking Spider-Man stuff before.
Oh, okay. Did you talk about like Peter not answering MJ about the "Will you marry me"?
Yeah, kind of. I guess summarize that, but you go more detail about that.
Oh, okay. So yeah,
Actually,
Peter.
do we have that image? I think we have an image.
We don't have that image, but we basically have Peter giving a rundown
of
everything that happened. You know, summarizing all of it, and yeah, he kind of doesn't feel. He's not ready for another commitment like that. So of course MJ was pissed, left.
Yep.
They did eventually have a long talk about it.
They did. Abby.
They went to Aunt May's house, and yeah, Peter finally answered, and he said yes. You know.
Yeah, it made me so happy. I smiled.
I swear, this better not be a clone situation again.
We better not do a clone situation, but Jamie even said not to do that. He's not gonna pull that shit again. I trusted him 100%.
If they try having another wedding again, man, and it turns out that this Mary Jane was a clone, dude, you cannot have another wedding at that point.
Yeah, people will be pissed.
I know, right? Which, because like I had the same feeling when it came to X-Men '97. You know, when Cyclops and Jean tried getting married yet again, like big wedding. They invited all their friends and family, and it turns out the person Cyclops married wasn't the actual Jean Grey.
No.
So do you have
Madeline Pryor? You know who Madeline Pryor is.
Yep. So you gotta ask yourself which.
Great, make the sinister.
Yep. So you gotta ask yourself which. Do you have another wedding after that?
Depends.
I mean, like, it's awkward to go to the same wedding.
Madeline Pryor.
Mm-hmm.
She was basically her own person, separate from Jean.
She was, yeah.
Yep. I swear, if I was one of the guests, I'll be like,
married, and they had a child. They had Nathan.
They had Cable.
Yep. Yeah. I swear, if I was one of the guests at that wedding in the X-Men mansion, I'd be saying, okay, I'll show up to the wedding, but don't expect another wedding gift from me. That's 2 in a row, all right? I'm not making it a third, all right? You know? Just got to level bit.
Yeah, that's
so yeah.
You said yes.
Yep. It was great. It was nice. And then also, here's a kicker, audience. Remember, they're friends and family as far as they're aware. Peter and MJ are still married.
They didn't know. They don't know crazy shit happened.
Yep, they didn't even know that was a clone of Mary Jane before, So you're like,
Yep.
damn. Eventually, they do hit things off, and what do you know? It Mary Jane's aunt comes into the picture.
Yep, and in this series, she would not appear in the show.
She was the anti-Aunt May audience. This was just more of a trope of the time where the in-laws hated the person that their child married.
Yeah. It's a wedding cliche, but it was during the 90s.
Yep. And I think Aunt May takes the cake in that department because remember, this is a person who sent the Punisher after her basically her daughter's husband,
Yeah.
And no, I'm not saying that Aunt Anna had Punisher going after Spider-Man. She had him going after Peter Parker. I'm like, oh god damn.
Not a bad idea. Like what?
I know. This was she's like, I know that Peter boy had something to do with this disappearance of Mary Jane. I just know it. I don't have any evidence, but please, I'm a grieving widow. Punisher. I'll do something about it. Like, god damn it. How can you fix a relationship like that? Like, she ain't ever giving you blessing after that.
Yeah, and when Mary Jane said her to shut up, and I was so happy because thank you, finally.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Do I have that picture? No, that's just more of them culling. Damn, we should have brought up that picture. But yes,
I should have brought up.
Towards the end,
I couldn't find it. That's the thing. I tried.
Gotcha. But nah, the audience gets it. Just you know what? If you want to see the picture, audience, go and actually buy the book. How about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't give
or buy the trade.
We limit
yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. You know how hard it is to find the pictures and get them ready in advance here every Tuesday. So yeah,
very, very hard. Well, it could be with an all new Venom. That bad book, which I hate that book. It's so bad. Why?
Gotcha. But yeah, as we mentioned before, Mary Jane finally tells Aunt Anna to shut up. Like, this is the man that I love. This is the man I want to spend my life with. This and that. If you don't like it, you could get out. Like, damn.
That made me so happy.
Yep.
Queen.
There you go.
Shitty.
Like, that's the Mary Jane I don't love. Not all new Venom. Fuck all new Venom. That book is
I know.
I'm crazy, but that book would drive me insane for years.
Yeah, you would hope that the person you want to spend the rest of your life with will be as committed as MJ was in this situation. So yeah. It was good.
Yeah, we actually do have that image. I say in Discord.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just didn't get a chance to upload it here. A lot of last minute editing, audience. So yeah, and of course we do get like an evil conspiracy going on in the midst with Kane, And I'll at least give them pointers for this. They at least made sure that Kane looks like what he was. Let me bring up that picture. Oh, right there in the background, audience.
Oops. Yeah, damn it.
Gotcha.
I should have said that earlier before we get the Kane stuff.
No, it's okay for next time,
Yeah.
Anyway, yep. Anyway, so
I'm glad they went the 9 Kane design because that was the design in the comics.
Yeah. If you're going to try reviving a series and saying that this is basically like the next season we would have gotten, I will hope you keep with the designs of that time. I mean, that's why I liked X-Men 97, because for better or for worse, they kept the plots and storylines that were relevant around the timing of that story,
Yeah. So. In fact, that show also wants to Japan and Grand Morton stuff with the Genosha stuff, because holy shit, that story was brutal. They killed a lot of people in X-Men 97 and they put up great with the Genosha stuff.
Yep.
Critic.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm back.
Okay.
So anyway, yeah, Kane comes in. He's been instructed to go kidnap Peter Parker. which he does, but
Master Mullen.
Yep. But literally, with the power of love, was too much for Kane to handle, and he got beaten up by Spider-Man. Like,
Yeah, that was so funny.
Peter's like, with all the stuff I had to do to get MJ back, I had to move heaven and earth, basically. You ain't busting us up. No dang way.
Well, I don't think so.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's almost like it's almost like Spider-Man went Kaioken on Kane here, you know?
Yep.
Like, damn.
His
energy levels shot up past 9,000. You know, so Peter gets free, he goes back to MJ. Kane has to report back to his master. Oh, by the way, what was that guy's name? Vermin?
Mullen.
No, not Morin. The other guy,
Vermin.
Vermin. Yeah, he pops up here, and his life force gets sucked out by.
He dies.
Morin. Yep, he needs a feed, audience. So yeah, there's your 2 seconds of screen time with Vermin. You know,
we get Jimmy Ted real quick match, so we're gonna bring him back.
Yep. And Kane was so sad that he disappointed Morlun, but Morlun is like,
he didn't care. Like, but fuck you, thick.
Nah, it's okay. You still at least brought me home a snack in the form of yourself. Like,
Yep.
And don't worry, there's more.
At the end of the comic, I can make more.
There's more of Kane to go around, audience, basically, you know?
Yep.
So, all right. Yeah. With that, that's pretty much it for the issue. I think it was a solid issue, a starter.
Besides the artwork being
that's the one hiccup. I swear, there was some of the faces here were drawn as if they were Chucky. Seriously, you know.
That's my one negative. The story's still great.
Yeah, pick it up.
I forgot. We give you guys the Secret Sim twist.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because Secret Sim, in his comic book, he's an AI.
Ugh.
Oh, okay, yeah. I forgot that little tidbit. Huh. Let me see. I have that comic right in front of me. Oh, yeah, there is a little story note from the writer of this, about like their experience growing up with Spider-Man, big honor, big responsibility to be writing this book,
Yeah,
so,
because the anime series was really secret.
Yep. Hey, the animated series was a gateway for a lot of comic book fans,
Why something good?
I mean, y'all know how much of a Captain America fan I am, and Spider-Man the animated series was literally the first time I ever saw Captain America, so
yeah. And Spider-Man too, taking my first time seeing Spider-Man in format.
Yep. So
the Virginia and Phanatics Spider-Man, YouTube Spider-Man, when was Spider-Man going up?
Who knows?
In that game.
Who knows, Tevia? Maybe Spectacular will follow the footsteps of Amazing, and we'll get a follow-up 20 years later.
I sure hope so, but that might be better at this point. Sony had to get back the rights.
Yeah. It's
all complicated now because the right issue been Spectacular by the anime series. It's so complicated.
Yep. I wonder if editorial at the time will be like, okay, y'all want Spectacular Spider-Man series so bad? Okay, we're bringing it, and we're going to kill Gwen Stacy. Like, oh, damn, come on. We're immediately going to kill her all.
Whatever.
What can you do? But anyway, so yeah, that's really it for the book. Do you have any final thoughts on this book, Tevia, before we move on?
It's my favorite book that came out that week. The Awesome Spider-Man return, and it's better on the Venom with garbage, and would have been ASM. This book saved my week. Without this book, I would go mad.
Yeah,
Like,
this is an MJ.
More because of artwork.
This is an MJ. This is an MJ that's with Peter, and she's not afraid to, not take bullshit from anybody.
And no Paul. That's another bonus.
I know, right? Yeah, that was one ongoing thing, like with Ultimate Spider-Man. As much as people like, Peter and MJ being a couple there, MJ for for a lot of issues was just kind of like being passive a lot of the time, you know.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, but it
It
wasn't
wasn't
until
until
like,
the when Spider we finally got her perspective on he punched right in his face. I mean, I don't
yeah,
know.
To be that
yeah.
guy, but we do have a lot of books to talk about.
Oh, true.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
Sorry.
Gotcha. All right, audience. With that, let's move on to the next book. So,
Okay.
which
Next
I
up,
didn't read this one, but you guys talk this one.
go
next
ahead,
up
which
is
talk
Ultimate
about it.
X-Men Volume 2, Issue 19. Yeah.
I gotta ask this, which is the person on the left-hand side Kamala Khan because it looks like her.
No, that's Modi.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
okay.
from
Molly
Runaways.
Hayes. That's her 616 counterpart
That's her.
Okay.
from the Runaways.
Yeah, the
Molly?
bunny outfit, right?
Yeah.
I'm surprised that's
okay.
her. I couldn't
So
tell it was
basically,
her.
on the cover, it is Natsu, who is the Cyclops variant, even though Cyclops is also in this universe. Don't worry about it. We have Nico Minoru. You know who Nico is.
From Runaways, yeah.
We have Kanon, who is the Psylocke of this universe, and we have Mori, who is Molly Hayes in this universe. And yeah, on the that's on the cover.
There you go. You know. So what happens in this issue? Which
Yeah,
Well,
that interesting.
if I could get to it, that would be great.
Go for it.
Anyways, so basically we get some scary text being just basically spewing like negative, hateful stuff towards a person, and it goes from red to like more of an orangey, and then to like a yellow. And the middle panel, we see the girlies. Mine is Kanon. She's not here. They're like, oh my god, she's awake. And so, Hisako wakes up and she's like, no, I have friends. You know, because she's fine. She wakes up to see her broken phone, her cracked screen. Just basically alerting her to all of like her, all of the messages, all of the apps, like a new episode of a podcast or whatever. You get the idea. News.
Yep.
News important. Can you go to the first picture, please?
Yes.
Mutant Turf War.
Wow.
Of course.
Turf War. Yes.
Turf War.
We don't get many mutant turf wars, and I'm appreciative that we get a mutant turf war.
Is that Cloak and Dagger?
Almost looks like it, right?
Yeah, it looks like them.
So basically, the mutant turf war is between the X-Men and the Children of the Atom here.
Yeah.
They've already caused a bit of a ruckus over here, and we're also seeing a news reporter trying to report on the scene, and the Surge was like, you ain't doing that shit, and basically fries the camera guy.
Okay.
Funky fucked up. And so May is like, Surge, like, you're being controlled. We don't have to do this. And she's like, you think you know me? I'm finally thinking clearly. Like, anyone who stands where the Children of the Atom is the enemy. Blah, 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 blah. And so May is like, X-Men, get ready. And then the turf war starts. Hell yeah. Kanon's happy. Turf war gets to beat some people up. He's almost ambushed, but Nico comes in to save the day because, you know, Nico's cool as hell. And she looks very pretty in this one panel, which I should save later, but we'll circle back around to that afterwards.
Gotcha.
And so we see Natsu use her powers, like with her one laser beam. You know how it be. And, we see a lot of fighting and shit like that. May is using her wind powers to snap Surge out of her bullshit. Can you go to the next picture?
Yep.
Yeah, this is what happens next. Shadowy.
I had no idea what that was happening.
I know the eyes in the background, you know. What Yep. It's Mutants audience, just go with it, you know. So
yeah.
Basically, you think that this would be Kageyama, but like I'll get to that. And but we learn that it's actually the Meister, aka Sinister, here.
Oh, okay.
And when they're all like, "What the fuck?" And then we see some tires burning. That was the onomatopoeia they used, by the way. Anyway, so Hisako pulls up before the Meister can do anything too dumb. And May is like, oh my god, are you okay? You've been zonked out for weeks. And Hisako's like, yeah, I'm good now, thanks to you, bestie. Like, trust me, I found my way back because of y'all, so we're good.
Aww.
And the Meister's not that happy. He's like, what the fuck, man? Like, out of my way, you worthless homo inferior. Jesus Christ, dude.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he calls
Wow.
a whole bunch of children inferior. Okay.
Dang.
Yeah.
And
he's like, even with my X boost I gave you, Noriko, like, you still disappoint me. I'll kill them myself. And so Hisako like encapsulates her friends into her armor, you know.
Yep.
Everything like that. And so we cut to a tree with some glasses nearby. We see a very sweaty, drippy guy pick up and put on glasses. I don't know how to explain this without it making it sound weird. But
no.
I can't tell if he's drippy, but he's definitely drippy. I can tell you that much.
What color is the drip? What color?
Yellow, and it's all over his body.
Okay.
No worries about it. These are children. Okay. Get your mind out of the gutter.
Okay. Go ahead.
Anyways, so it's like, we see this person's mind bubble is like, no one came to look for me. No one cared. They didn't even notice when I was gone. Like, I'll find my own way out. Blah 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 blah. You know. And we see this old man just chilling out on a bench and just listening to the news, hearing about the turf war and everything like that. And so then we see this kid go to a bathroom and sits in one of the stalls, not on the toilet, just like next to the toilet with the door open. Yeah. It's one of those squat toilets, by the way.
Okay. Yeah.
There's squat toilets everywhere, Cryptid.
Yeah, no, just go ahead. Go on.
Anyway, so he's like, unacceptable. And so basically, this is Shinobu Kageyama, by the way, if you were curious.
Shadow King?
AKA the Shadow King.
There you go.
He uses his shadow form to put on Sinister's head. Right?
Wait, what?
Yep.
Anyway, so the girlies are like, what happened? Like, where did Meister go? It went all quiet. Like, I don't know. Is everyone good? So we see Kageyama be like, I never said you can use my power, bitch. Goodbye. Basically just like a popping sound or so. I can't really explain this. Can you go to the next picture, please? I think I posted this.
Yes, I might as well, yeah.
Yeah, that's the picture.
Oh, shit.
Didn't I say, Tevia, that Witch has books that tend to have, like, really, really interesting art styles to it?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. You should have been here for the fashion school serial killer book.
Oh, yeah.
I really need
hear a pop.
A book that is not interesting.
Yep.
Yeah, you just hear like a popping sound, and all of like the weird chords that were in the Meister just like pops on out of him, and he's just like laying there. He's just like slumped over. You can see some blood on the TV, the bajillion TV screens he has. Like I said, we still don't know what happened to Akihiro after the events of the last issue. And so basically the X-Men go to like help out people, you know, and everything like that. Kanon's like, Mori, give us a hand. But we cut to Hisako and Mei, and they're like, what was that? Like, yeah, I think so. It was Kageyama. We just see him like slumped over in the freaking bathroom stall in a public park somewhere, and that's where the main issue ends. We do get a little mini comic, kind of like explaining why Kageyama's the way he is, you know, because of his mom. You know how it is. Anyways, that's where the issue ends.
There you go, you know.
Yeah.
That's an interesting story, very confusing, but very interesting.
I gotta say, a turf war is a heck of a lot better than a gang war for Marvel.
You know, it's better than gang with awful Marvel events.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So, yeah. we got our mutant on mutant power battle, and we got to see some pretty creepy artwork here at the end.
And
You know,
so,
they love
especially Shadow King. Shadow King in this book is very fucked up.
Yep. Why can't Sinister ever be not a nuisance in any universe? You know, right?
Good question. Beginning with the open X-Men series, he's a killer with guns, with that to the women stupid. And then in OG X-Men, he's a mad scientist who's so an asshole and destroyed everything, especially Krakoa.
Yep.
And
I know.
in this book, he's I don't want to say the end of the series. I don't get it. He the Frankenstein guy. That's him.
He's doing weird stuff. Let's just think of it that way.
Yeah.
You know? So yeah. Ultimate X-Men audience. Any final thoughts, Switch, before we move on?
I need to know what happens to Akihiro.
Yeah.
Which side is he gonna be joining, or is he just gonna be in the hospital forever because he has no skin?
Oh,
wait, what?
Encrypted.
I know. If you want to find that out, Tevye, read. If you want to find that out, Tevye, read the issue.
Yeah, I need to check this book out because I dropped the book on it there because I wouldn't buy it. But what the fuck? That's very interesting.
Yeah. Peach Momoko definitely is having fun drawing all this stuff. So, you know. So.
Yeah, it's really good to look at up close.
Definitely.
You see all the technical details of it all.
Exactly.
Indeed.
So, all right then. I guess with that, you guys want to move on?
Yeah, sure.
Gotcha. All right. You got to listen to Tevye's pick. You got to listen to Witch's pick. Now it's my pick next. And we're talking about Avengers number 30. This is kind of like an arc that I'm appreciating that Jed McKay is doing, because I remember originally this whole run started with the idea that Kang the Conqueror was going to be the main villain, because, you know, hey, the fin in line with the MCU, but, you know, things happening the way they are, he had to really kind of toss Kang aside for Doctor Doom, this and that. But at least this arc is kind of going to give a conclusion to what Jen McKay was originally trying to set up with Kang the Conqueror, right? So, yeah, you have the Avengers. They're off on the quest to find the Cosmic Grail, you know, the device that was created by Reed Richards. But before they leave, they kind of call in a favor from the X-Men. So now you have Cyclops, Beast, Magic, Juggernaut, Quentin, Psylocke, and I think this person's name is Monette.
I don't know who it is.
Let's see. She's black. She has a afro hair. Her colors are blue and red.
Oh yeah, now I remember. She's from that new Team Mutants.
Oh, okay. Who is she?
Hold on. I'm trying to remember what her name was.
Let me see if I can find it here. Nothing.
Hold on.
Okay. Hold on.
What's her name? You said Avengers?
Yes,
Avengers
she's
number
in this
30.
Avengers book.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Hold on. I know exactly who you're talking about. Temper.
Okay. That sounds like them.
Change her name.
Okay, Temper. That's who she is. So, yeah, these X-Men are going to be filling in the Avengers' duty for the time being. So, you know.
What happened to the other Avengers? Are they dead?
No, the Avengers right now are looking for the Cosmic Grail because the Cosmic Grail is a device that this Twilight Court leader is trying to possess, right?
Yeah, name's Oya, by the way, if you were curious.
Yeah, basically just think of it as a universe-destroying device, Tevye. You know?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it was created by Reed Richards. Okay, I'll go ahead
and say it.
Since, I'll go ahead and say it since Jake's not here. Richards! Tevia. Jake is a J. Jonah Jameson to Reed Richards, man. Like,
That's so funny.
yeah. But all right, so they go on a quest to find it. It's pretty hard to find. You need a series of events to happen in order for it to pop up. But ultimately, they go to the remnants of Battle World, which wow, they're going that much of a deep dive, So
Wasn't
wow,
that big destroyed?
technically it was, but apparently the planet still exists, but it's basically a rundown planet with the remnants of whatever was left there,
Figures.
So yeah, they go to that planet. They find a leader, the Twilight Court guy. He's in possession of the Grail, but he still needs time for it to gather energy, right? But in the meantime, hey, it's just fortunate that even though this planet is dead, well, it just so happens that there's a specific multiverse. There's a specific universe that was part of this world that relies on being dead to still be alive.
No, not the Zombies.
Nah.
Please tell me that's beyond there.
Nah, it's Marvel Zombies. So,
God damn it! Oh, why?
oh my god. Zombies will never die.
Bring that demon back from the dead again.
Yeah. I was like a little bit shocked because I thought it, based on the cover, right? I thought it was going to be Reed Richards teaming up with the Avengers, but no, it's just a zombie Reed Richards attacking the Avengers. So yeah,
the same bastard from the opening universe. It's the OG opening universe, not the new opening universe.
Yeah. I mean, you can definitely tell the writer. You can definitely tell the writers having fun with these fight sequences. I mean, for God's sakes, you have Cyclops' body, right? Now that the head is no longer attached to the body, it's like almost like pointing his head as if it was a Green Lantern's lantern.
Yeah, that's funny.
It's just shooting, bam, 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 dude. You have the Thing, right? He's trying to bite Vision, but the Thing ain't as strong as he used to, so his jaw literally breaks as it's trying to bite Vision. Which you would think. Yeah, you would think that should be a rule for like any androids in a zombie apocalypse. They wouldn't be bitten or they wouldn't be
infected.
Exactly. So yeah, fight commences, this and that, and ultimately we get. They also get in a favor from one of the other heroes they helped out there in this story, which is Hyperion.
Wait, what? Hyperion. From Squadron Supreme?
Well, hold on a sec. Let me just get a sip of water.
Okay.
Now, this Hyperion is specifically the remnant from remember Heroes Reborn? The last time they tried doing that?
I remember that story.
The new one or the old one? The latest one.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, Jason.
Yeah, where basically all the Marvel heroes were being turned into DC ripoffs.
Yeah, I remember that story. It was weird.
Oh, it's like Witch. Okay, Witch is back. Okay, so yeah. Oh, okay. So Hyperion is literally the last living remnant from that universe, and now he's in 616. So,
of course.
But also keep in mind, right? That version of Hyperion was about as close to Superman as you could possibly get. Physically immortal.
That universe, he did not like people. He left them to die.
Oh yeah, that's true. Well, I did say close, audience. I mean, heck, they made sure to state that vibranium is his kryptonite. So yeah,
that's funny.
Yep. Were you saying something, Witch?
Are you good?
Oh yeah, we good.
And what's silent for?
Oh, sorry about that. Again, different location. Just trying to find. You're gonna have to work with me, audience. So yeah,
it's okay.
Anyway, so fight commences, and at the end of the day, you find out the identity of who this leader guy is, and it turns out it's a version of Kang the Conqueror. So
God damn it!
Yeah, I'm like, okay, so this guy placed a hit out on himself.
Wait, Kang put a hit on himself from the future to the That's so confusing.
Travelers heavy. I don't know why this is so complicated.
I know. It's time. It's time travel shenanigans. Again. So you got the.
So of course we're gonna do a time travel.
You're going to have to pull a muscle in your brain when it comes to these sorts of things, audience. But we'll find out what the dealio is about this in the next issue. So, yeah,
so
that's
wait, all the more zombies. Are we still deal with those jerks?
Yeah, they're still fighting. The Avengers are still fighting them. They're beating them up, of course. But I'm pretty sure we're still going to see these zombified versions in another book.
Yeah,
that's always the same.
The new More Zombies book, the reboot More Zombies book.
Exactly. That's always the same thing. You see a zombified version of a superhero getting killed, getting dismembered, getting their heads broken off. But then in the next time you see Marvel Zombies, you see those exact zombies there.
We're getting another Marvel Zombie book.
Oh, there's that too.
Yeah, we're getting a new one. Because the anime series, I think.
The universe.
I think these are kind of getting stale.
I'm done, Marvel Zombie. I've been burning up a long time. This is dumb. This is so stupid. Like, stop reading Marvel Zombies.
Like, I need a Marvel Zombie story where the person who's living through the apocalypse is having the time of their life. I don't want it all being sad, okay? I need it to be like, I hate fairyland kind of bullshit, man.
Deadpool.
I need fun, happy.
Which it sounds like you want to see a doomsday prepper reach their heaven is basically what I'm hearing.
Yeah. And the only time that I might even see something like this happen is a fucking Deadpool book, and I don't want to read a Deadpool book with zombies.
I guess I better. Spider-Man made a partner with Deadpool's daughter. They team to fight more zombies.
There you go.
I want that book. That'd be awesome.
The daughters of Deadpool and Wolverine the daughters of Deadpool and Spider-Man. Make it a team-up audience. But yeah.
But Marvel, you would have my money. Make that happen. Give me both Deadpool's daughter, Emily, Elliot, and Mayday.
They have the money of all of us, Tevia, if they make certain decisions, right? But they don't.
Yeah, they don't.
They don't want our money, Witch. Can you believe that?
They keep doing bad decisions, bad ideas.
Yep, exactly. But yeah, that's really it for Avengers. So yeah, we can really move on. We still have a couple other books to talk about. So, all right, moving on to the next book. Tevia.
Oh yeah, May Spider-Man 75. Oh, okay. So make a long story short with Peter Shepard book.
Justify the price tag, Tevia. See if you could do that.
What's the price tag?
Well, I mean, it has to be it's obviously had to jack up the price because it's a quarter celebration issue,
Yeah, $9.75.
Yeah.
A $10 book for a quarter celebration.
I know, right? Which
I
make it a $6. Like, if it's a $10 book, it better be worth a $10 book.
It's $8.
Oh, $8. Wow.
Yeah, I looked it up. It's $8.
Wow, $8, audience. So $8 for a headache, apparently. So tell us what happened, Tevia.
Okay, last issue dealt with Peter Parker and recovering from his battle Hellgate. But spoiler alert, the Peter Parker in that issue 10, was not Peter Parker. No, it was Chasm, Ben Riley.
Oh, yeah.
I am not joking. It's him.
I know.
Wait, what? Why? What? Why the fuck do you mean Chasm? Like, I don't mean Peter Parker again because reasons.
Yeah, it does go with it.
The Spider-Man in this book in the Unearthed, it's not Peter Parker. It's not Kane. Guess who it is? Guess. Just guess.
Bring up the next picture, Tevia.
Norman Odd. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Bring up the next picture.
Norman Osborn.
Yeah.
First off, what? Second off, huh? What? You want me to believe the same psycho who killed made a daughter in a hell again? Fuck off. Bullshit.
Just saying, Norman, like you be a hero to fans everywhere if you repeat your most famous moment one with a certain blonde girl, you know. So
Oh shit! And that's the asshole named Paul.
there's so many Gwens as it is, which we could do without at least one, you know.
Yeah.
So
Wait. Oh no! I can say better. Have him kill Paul.
yeah,
That was the best thing
Paul.
It'd be hilarious.
Hey, Tevi, you remember that scene in Spider-Man 1 where, like, you know, in the bridge where the citizens of New York were, like, throwing stuff at Green Goblin saying, you mess with one of us, you mess with all of us? Yeah. I want to see a scene of that, but with, like, Green Goblin throwing Paul off the bridge. And all us fans are there in the bridge saying, go Green! Go Green! Go
See Norman Osborn.
What was that, Witch?
This won't be the last time you see Norman Osborn in tonight's episode.
Oh wow! Okay. So we'll see what happens there.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's just dumb. Like we did this story before with Doc Ock as Superior Spider-Man. Why do it again?
Yeah, I know, right?
This is the thing that pissed me off. This made me angry because you're telling me that Mary Jane cannot figure it out if it was actually not Spidey, but it was Ben Reilly at Pure. What?
Look, I find this even more sadder because, like, I did read the last Black Cat issue, right? And I am aware that MJ tried going to talk with Peter after she broke up with Paul. And yeah. I find this sad because you're telling me, okay, so both both MJ and Black Cat at the same time, well, not the same time, but I mean, both of them were willing to go back and, you know, rekindle their love with Peter, only for Peter not be on Earth.
You know what these three need before they tried to do that? They need fucking therapy.
I know.
Separately away from each other, they need to go to fucking therapy, fix their own bullshit, and then maybe we can come back to this conversation.
Which, based on what we see in the last picture of this comic, Peter's gonna need a hell of a lot more than therapy. But we'll get to that picture, man.
Yeah, we'll get to that picture. It's just dumb. But here's the thing about that: it's not the end of the comic; they're true stories.
Okay, go ahead. You want me to bring up the next picture, Tevia?
Yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, because at the at the end of that story, we have this asshole going after Norman Osborn. Who is this guy? Why do you care about the current Norman? I have no idea. I don't know what doing is, and honestly, I don't care. Look at this guy boring.
Marvel editorials like, zip your mouth and give us your money. No.
Indeed. You're telling me.
Yep.
Like, I don't give a damn about this character. And I don't care on Norman the hero. I want Norman dead. Same with Paul, I'm dead. I want these guys dead. I don't want to do it ever again.
I know, right?
We have no Goblin anymore. We have Hobgoblin. Let him be a main villain for decades.
The poor man's Green Goblin. Like, hey, if you want to give him time to shine, I guess, you know. So everybody has to have their high days, you know. So
Hobgoblin at the issue, I just can't find him. I'm sorry. But I just don't care.
It's okay. You want me to go to the next picture?
Yeah, sure.
Next picture.
Yeah, that's been on by Norman Osborn.
Oh boy.
Norman Osborn went against Chasm because Ben Reilly's the idiot.
I mean, given like his mental state, Ben Reilly, I could definitely tell isn't the most practical in a fight nowadays, you know. So
yeah. Like I'm done with Chasm. Like, can we just end this shit to kill Ben Reilly off? We don't want to do Chasm anymore.
I know. Please. Again, it's what Tom Brevoort said months ago. Yeah, they are intentionally wanting to get rid of Ben Reilly fans so that all the attention could be in Miles. You know,
it's bullshit. Here's the
thing, though. They can have the best of both worlds. I don't know why they're trying to do this. Do they just want to
Yeah, which I guess it's like having soda, like the allegory, right? You own the rights to Pepsi, Coke, and ginger ale, right? But you want ginger ale to succeed, so you sabotage Pepsi in order for ginger ale to get the number 2 spot.
Ginger ale tastes like ass.
I know. It is what it is, man. Like any other soda you could think of, you know. But
Yeah.
that's the best way I could describe this. You know, sorry to all you Ben Riley fans. I know how you feel. Hey, I'm a John Walker fan, and I know they've been intentionally sabotaging that guy for the past couple of years now.
Heck, I'm a Mini Power Spider fan, and I refuse to get my girl out there trying to shine at the end of my universe.
Gotcha.
Shit,
You know,
that's not my thing.
speaking of Spider-Man characters, you want to talk about what Peter Parker is actually doing right now, Tevia?
Yeah.
Let me bring up the picture. Which look at this picture. Where Peter's at right now?
Yep, he's in space.
Look at that. Look at that witch.
What the fuck?
Exactly. Am I can do like what the fuck?
That's keep in mind, witch he had.
Who is this?
That is Peter Parker.
Yeah, Spider-Man.
He needs to go to the mental hospital and then to therapy.
Yeah. Keep in mind, he could be on Earth rekindling his love with either MJ or Peter, and yet he's here.
Where is this?
He's on that planet. How did he get there? We have no idea. Hellgate probably put him there.
That's all I know, is that it's in space.
Yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me if he's eating a space rat right now. That's the sort of mental state I'm thinking of when I'm seeing this image. Like, God, I feel like I should.
He's gonna get rescued. He's gonna get rescued from some alien.
Yeah, I feel like I should call somebody with the amount of abuse Marvel editorial keeps giving Peter. I mean, look what you're doing to this guy.
CPS?
Yeah,
or
exactly.
SP,
right?
Or SPS, Superhero Protection Services.
Exactly. Yeah. Peter, I know this is going to be hard for you, but here, I have a doll right now, and I want you to tell me
where they hurt
you. Yeah, tell us where they hurt you. And he's like, in here, in the heart, in here, in the head, and here below the waist. Like, oh God,
everywhere.
You know, so damn.
But here's the thing: there's hope. He does get rescued. Like
okay.
Since it's a double-sided issue, you get rescued by an alien, some guy from the X-Men books. I don't know who the guy is. I don't know what point is. Sorry.
Is it the Shi'ar?
No.
Okay.
This big alien dude with some suit thing. Yeah, his name is Dr. Starbright.
Starbright. Never heard of them, but okay, I'll take it for whoever could get Peter out of this situation.
Yeah, he does save him. And to make that story short, Peter does get stronger thanks to the Dr. Jerk, who's the villain. Long story. He does get stronger.
I know, right?
Which planet 500 light years from home. I don't offer. Hellgate flashback, which says get stronger. I don't get it. Hellgate. I don't get anybody. Hellgate sucks.
Yeah.
He said, "Want me no improvement?" And long story short, Peter found out that this guy is a jerk, and all tests out as well alive, not dead. Peter gets pissed off. He said, like, punch the guy in the face. Literally, which is pretty badass. And he gets fitted as a new suit, the yellow suit on the cover, called a flex suit. I don't get it, but whatever. He beat the guy's ass, which is pretty badass. I'll admit that made me happy. He beat the doctor, literally, was so badass and awesome, was so cool. And then he saved Rocket Raccoon, and now he had to do a similar plan to help him and do a space adventure.
Okay. So Peter's out of the cave, at least, not eating space rats. So.
Yeah. Also, he has a new symbiote friend.
Be grateful that he didn't learn how to be a bloodbender.
I know, right?
Yes.
Okay. So
pterodactyl streets everywhere.
Gotcha. And Tevye, you just mentioned that there's a symbiote in the picture now.
Yeah, there's a little mini symbiote named Symbi. Don't ask. I don't get the name. He's like Venom, but he gets a little tiny Venom with a frog. I think. I don't get it. Why do you mean another symbiote?
first appearance value, I guess. Like if it's a quarter issue, they probably want to at least give like some other surprise value in this. I don't know.
Yeah.
Marvel has just
there's no backup story.
Yeah. Keep in mind, audience. Keep in mind, audience. This is considered a celebration issue after all.
Yeah.
You know.
Except it's not so bullshit because we have one story it all make me angry. Another story is people in space.
Marvel just has the weirdest ways to celebrate a character, you know. Like
you're telling me at least some of your favorites actually get whatever the fuck this is. Mine don't.
Yeah, mine get destroyed.
Which, with the track record Marvel has right now, do you really trust them to want to give a celebration issue to your main characters, man?
No, unless I'm writing them.
Yeah, I know. There you go.
I retcon all the shit out of existence. Like,
I have faith, man. The 50th anniversary of Alpha Flight is coming up very soon.
Yep.
Marvel, right? I can write already.
If they were to make a celebration issue of Alpha Flight, they'll probably be saying, like, okay, they all died in a space adventure, and we have a new version of Alpha Flight, all new, all different.
They do something like that in X-Men Millennial Visions, where we get into Epsilon Flight or whatever the fuck they're called. It was weird. I'll explain it later. We don't have time. Audience, hit me up if you want to learn more about that.
Gotcha. Learn your Alpha Flight history from the Witch, audience.
I made a whole panel about it.
But by the way, I forgot to mention the 3 backup story of this book. None of them matter. One is Rapid Return, who's a character. I don't give a damn. I don't care. He's like the Flash, but not the Flash.
Okay.
Yeah. He's not an instant character. He's just so kind of boring. So, like, I am Spiderman, save the day, blah, blah, blah. I'm trying to be there for the love at the end.
It kind of sounds almost like it almost kind of sounds like Marvel's like, okay, does anybody have any short one-shot stories to put in this comic that we could, fill up space to justify the $8 price tag? Anybody? Come on, whatever.
Oh, you want to put that Venom horse in here? You got it.
There you go.
Yeah, that issue comes in September about all Spider people attacking normal Osborn. But still, awful Spider-Boy. Why Spider-Boy here? Go away, you terrible cannon! No one likes you! Spider-Gwen, and some Spider-Girl character, not Spider-Girl. I think it's Anya Fortune. I think that's her.
Just saying, Green Goblin, what made you a villain back in the day will make you a hero in today's standards, man. Like,
yeah, the same monster who killed May Parker, my favorite character. Wonderful.
Gotcha.
Oh, yeah.
Is there any final thoughts on this, Tevye, before we move on?
But this book sucks. I don't get it. Why this book is dumb? Like, this book is getting worse and worse. Like, the no other thing made me mad with the space stuff. I don't care if people are in space. I want back at Earth Mary Jane. Is that too hard to ask? Why are you doing this shit?
I know. Again, there needs to be like a hotline to save a hero, audience. Yeah. Spider-Man needs us to save him.
Yeah, okay, we won't do it, we'll do it ourselves.
But yeah. All right. I'm not getting this image out of my mind anytime soon.
So let's move on to a different book with fucked up visuals.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Wait, before we go, I have my own pick all day. Retcon this shit out of existence, have people on the reunite, they reunite together, we go into that stuff.
It's a really bad dream.
Oh, gets killed off. He gets shot in the head by Punisher. They go to Fisco, kick his ass, have him restore Mary Parker, their daughter. The truth. They get pissed off, they kick his ass, and Mary Parker's soul gets saved. And the soul returns to Mary Jane, similar with Gloria. Long story.
Yeah.
And she is pregnant. I know this is weird, still me. And we cut to a 5-month time jump with Mary Jane getting back to Mayday. Peter and Mary Jane reunite, and they have Mary Parker, and they get reunited again, and they remember everything, and they go happy after.
Yep.
What I mean, my say me Spider-Man. Problem solved.
Let's hope we all get what we want at some point in the future, audience.
Indeed.
But all right then. I guess with that, let's move on because we still have a lot of books to talk about.
Yeah.
So.
We gotta stop.
All right, which
much. Anyways, I'm talking about Look Into My Eyes issue 2.
This cover is very fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a fucked up book. Trust.
That's
but I like it. It's just my thing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, it starts off with RJ just like trying to figure out what's going on. You know, she has the pin board with the pictures and the red string and everything. And basically talking about how, like, no one cares about Susie anymore because she's not trending, blah, 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 blah. You get the idea. She gets caught smoking by her, by her mom and everything like that. And so basically, she's in a rush to get out of the house because doesn't want to deal with her mom's yelling. I get it. I did the same fucking thing. Anyways. Yeah. So basically, she walks on out. She's sending some messages. She blocks some assholes. Get the idea. Her sister Lori pulls up and she's like, "Hey, will you take me to the cinema?" And everything like that. And she's like, "They're putting on a morning marathon that I want to watch. It's on our way to school. Please." Aww. And so basically, RJ's like, "Come on, shut up already. I'll take you. Whatever's." And so, they start driving and everything. Lori tells her to slow down. RJ's like, "I'm barely going 10 miles an hour." And, so basically, Lori's like, "I mean, don't be so hard on mom." And so RJ's like, "She's the one who won't leave me alone." But she's been very salty. Like, she's been salty since she was fired. And, so basically, Lori's like, "No, you don't understand. She can't hold down a job." Like, that's like RJ's like, "She can't hold down a job. Like, have you seen the house? Like, it's falling apart." And so Lori's like, "She got fired from Cannon Corp because of you." And RJ's like, "What?" Ooh. And like abruptly like stops the bike. And so Lori's like, Lori's like, "How can you possibly stop like that? No wonder mom won't let you use her car." And then she explains that she didn't want to tell you anything so you won't feel guilty. But a copy of her podcast, Twisted Eye, reached the executives and they didn't like what was said about them. And then they found out that, she was the daughter of one of the workers who created it and they fired the mom.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Obviously, she's going to feel bad about that,
Of course.
And so basically, RJ's like, "That proves I'm right. Like, they're hiding something and I've made them nervous." And everything like that. So we see this guy load up a shotgun and shoot a whole bunch of pill bottles. Can you go to the first picture, please?
Wait, what?
Sure thing. We're bringing up the picture, Tev.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I know.
This is the least of your concerns.
Okay.
Trust, I had to keep most of the gory stuff out of the pictures I sent.
Yeah, because YouTube would strike the screen to hell.
Yep.
So basically, the sister I don't know, Lori goes to the theater and RJ is talking to this guy and, she goes to school. And then we get an ad for Knock Knock, which is the social media that is in canon to this universe. Which, funny enough, if you scan the QR code on this ad, you actually get taken to a website that gives you more like detailed looks and some into the stuff that you see in the book, like a lot of like text messages and social media posts.
I like it with comics. Yeah, I like it with comics do that. They give you a little bit more extra for the book you bought,
It's way better than a mall does it when they tried to do that stuff before.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that QR code stuff they did with the you back of the car, you use the QR code to get an extra page.
Yep, I recall that.
That was so dumb.
Gotcha.
Anyways, so see RJ in class and sleeping or whatever. And so we learned that less and less students are coming to class, so they must think that some virus going around. Sure. And so basically it starts like talking about like witches and everything like that. Hey, don't talk about me like that. And so we see a couple of some text messages between some of the students in the class. You know how it be. And so RJ looks at her phone, sees that one of the characters, Michael, saw the like and blocks him. Valid.
Uh-oh.
So basically we see Nancy text Michael and everything, telling him to keep this up and you'll regret it, you know, and that she won't hold back and she'll spill everything. What that means, who the fuck knows? But yeah. So we start to see some messages, like some, I'm just gonna call them tweets. They just look like tweets to me.
Okay.
So basically, like saying some not the greatest things about Nancy. She probably had something to do with Susie's death, but who knows? And so we start seeing some black tears, like go down Nancy's face and everything, and she runs out of the classroom, you know. And so then we cut to the gym where we see Michael texting some people and getting repeatedly blocked by RJ. And then we see some kids playing basketball. One of them falls down and everything like that. And so basically starts spewing some not so nice things. And so this kid starts puking up their guts.
What?
And you see a bunch of weird tentacle eyeball thingies and engulfs some of the students. Can you go to the next picture, please?
Okay, hold on a sec. Get ready.
Oh my god!
Like I said,
Yeah.
this isn't even all of it.
Holy shit!
I could have added a lot more, but I was trying to limit myself with the pictures.
Surprisingly, I would rather have this image in my head than the last image of Spider-Man we just saw. So, yeah.
Like, oh, that's woman to go. Like, technically carrying a phone? Jesus,
Yeah.
I got fucked up.
Anyways.
Continue on, which, yeah.
Anyway, so RJ follows Nancy to where the bathroom is, sees a whole bunch of black goop, like, all over the floor and on the bathroom walls and everything. And she's like, hey, like, this black goop, it reminds me. And so Nancy's like, don't fucking say it. Just leave me alone. Haven't you done enough already? And so RJ's like, and you? Like, what did you do to Susie? Keep in mind the janitor's trying to clean up all the black goop and everything like that.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
And so, you know, they start getting a little bit catty with each other. Like, Nancy's like, sure, that's all you care about. That and publishing lies in your trash zine with Jesse. Like, don't be flexing on me. You can keep him. I don't give a fuck. Like, you geeks can stay together. Stay the fuck away from Michael. And RJ's like, what the fuck? Look, Michael's an ass. You should stop thinking that you can change him. And so Nancy's like, yeah, whatever you want. You can stop doing your stupid Pick Me Girl show with him. And she's like, what the fuck you talking about? And Nancy's like, honestly, you're making a fool of yourself. He knows that without me, he's just another mid. It's like, Jesus Christ, girl.
Oh, shit.
You saw what you did. Okay, so I know I didn't send this picture, but I want, Cryptid, I'm going to send you this picture, and if you can post it, that would be lovely. If not, that's totally chill.
I'll try. Go ahead.
Let me crop it and send it real quick because my iPad likes to act weird.
Yeah, I'm actually interested in this story. It sounds very interesting.
Yep. I might as well say, because I don't know what we're getting into, audience, but viewer discretion is advised.
Definitely. Hold on, it's sending. Okay, I just sent it, Cryptid. It's in pics.
Okay. Give me some time.
So a teacher goes to check up on a student who's in the hallway. Well, it's more like a janitor.
Yeah.
Oh, good Lord.
What is it?
Okay, I'll bring it up. Tevia. Just keep talking, which. Oh, good Lord.
And so basically the student is spewing out black stuff. And so RJ and Nancy are seeing what's going on. And they're like, oh my God. And so the student's like, please help me. Like, no more suffering. Crip in half with all like the weird tentacle monster eyeball things.
Okay, I got the picture up. You want me to bring it up, Witch?
Yes, please.
Get ready, Tevia.
Hey!
I did warn you, viewer discretion is advised, audience.
So basically, all of these weird eyeball tentacles, engulfs the the janitor tries to run away and everything. He falls, and then he is getting engulfed by the black goop. And he's like, that liquid, it burns, and he dies.
Wow.
Holy shit!
And so basically, RJ and Nancy have to start running.
Okay.
Here. Yeah. And before anything bad could happen to RJ, you hear a bump from a basketball, and it's Michael.
Wow.
And well, it's Michael and his friend. I don't know his name. And so basically, we see Jesse being chased after by one of these weird monster things, and everything like that. And he's like, guys, thank goodness you're here. Like, Charlie threw up, and I don't know what the fuck this is, but it killed them all. Holy shit, it's nuts. And so guess what? They got to start running. They got to find a safe space to go.
Yeah.
And everything like that. So
we all need a safe space, audience.
They have to go down to the basement. That's where it's safe right now. And so now they're just trapped down there because of all the creepy ass monsters.
Yeah, and the horror.
The phone lines are jammed. But the network's still working.
Yeah, audience. It's just the best thing you can do in a horror story is go down to the basement. After all, right?
Yeah, shotgun.
There you go.
And so basically, RJ is like we should get on knock knock and warn everyone. And Michael's like, things don't seem to be going better out there. And RJ's like, holy crap, this is insane. The town's crawling with monsters. And Nancy's like, you just don't get it. Like, literally, we're all gonna die and everything like that. And then the other friend, which I forgot his name, but that's on me. He's like, well, you guys put down your fucking phones. Like, what are we going to do, for now? Like, you guys are addicted to these things. Like, come on, man. Like, sooner or later, they will realize that we're here, and then they'll come for us, too. So now, we have to stay patient and stay cool. And he brought weed. The man brought weed.
Of course.
Oh, my God.
That's not the craziest thing that people brought. It's like for emergencies.
Yeah.
So RJ takes the blunt. Like, I can't think of a better time than this. And they are all smoking the blunt to calm down. Well, and so Nancy, Michael's like, guys, what if none of this was actually real and we're just going fucking crazy? Maybe this is just a collective paranoia. You know what happens sometimes. And Nancy's like, I mean, no monsters are real. I know this firsthand. And RJ's like, damn it, Nancy, just tell us what you fucking know. Because she knows something. Yeah. We know that. Yeah. And so she's like, I saw one of those fucking monsters near Susie's house. They tried to attack me. And it took Harajuku bitch with it. It's like, Jesus Christ, what did Susie do to you to get that fucking term? Anyway, so yeah, RJ's recording it right now. And so Nancy's like, you heard what Professor Werner said, the island was a land of witches. Honestly, I'm convinced Susie was one of them. And now she's cursed them all for what they did to her. She's out for revenge. Everyone's gonna die. Fun. Anyways.
Yeah.
So basically, Michael's like, why haven't you told me this before? I feel like this would have been good information to have. Keep in mind, I know Michael's an asshole, but in this situation, I feel like you can use all the outlets you can get, and to be a bitch about it is not fun.
Yeah.
Especially for potentially one of the causes of this going on. And so Nancy brushes it aside and be like, don't be mad. I didn't want you to think I was crazy like her. And so Michael gets pissed and it's like, fuck you, Nancy. He's like, yeah, fuck you. And then so Nancy starts running away with black goop coming out of her eyes. And
no.
And he's like, where are you going? He's like, stop right there. And so basically, he gets stopped by one of his friends and everything like that. And he's like, what are you doing? Get out of the way. I'm not in the mood for your bullshit now, Sam. His name's Sam. Forgot his name.
Yeah.
She's infected.
Can I finish?
Sorry.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Anyway, so we hear a clack and a bzzz sound. And so they're like, oh no, I don't feel good about this. Can you go to the last picture? So basically we see Nancy being like, fuck you, RJ. Just finally when I had Michael under control, she goes in and ruins everything, always sticking her nose where it doesn't belong, and everything like that. So she's like, guys, I don't know any of y'all are out there, but I need you. Honestly, everyone is super unfair to me. Even Michael, and she starts like chatting it up with people like that. We see like some hands come behind Nancy and everything like that.
Oh
God.
So
that's lovely.
Yeah.
And people are not happy about her bullshit. So yeah, that's where the issue ends. Issue 3 comes out next month. I'm excited. Thank you, Mad K, for always giving me what I want. There's also like a mini comic afterwards too, but it's not really all that important.
Yeah.
So
is it part of the story or is it?
No, it's a 5-issue mini.
Oh, okay. Yep. Gotcha. Wow. You know, I wanted to talk about Clapton Planet this week, audience. You know, a book about saving the environment. But wow, I ended up getting my dose of gore this week. You know.
Yeah. Like, holy shit, this comic's fucking dark and messed up.
Yep. But it's messed up in a good way. You know.
It's better than Spiderman stuff, that's for damn sure.
Definitely. Oh yeah, which good read. Any final thoughts on this before we move on?
Go read it. It's from Mad Cave. You know, support the team. The artist / writer is really cool.
What comic industry is this from again?
Mad Cave.
Oh, Mad Cave. All right.
Yeah,
publisher.
There you go. Hey, one book out there has to be this sort of dark audience, you know. So,
yeah.
Gotcha. But
yeah,
all right then. Exactly. So, all right then, audience. I guess with that, let's move on to the next book. Tevye.
Yeah, Avengers Academy book about. Okay, before you do Not Let Go Saga, you missed out. That book was awesome. It was one of the good that came out during the time there with Action Comics after Bendis left the book.
Because, there you go.
For context purposes, Bendis fucked everything up so badly that it destroyed everything. He ruined Superman. It pissed me off after he ruined the Action Comics being mad. Kanye got fucked over. It was a whole shit show. So undo all that damage, they brought PJ to undo everything that Bendis did. They still want D.A. John Cameron anyway. So put that on show let go. But despite that, PJ did actually War Saga. They did a secret War Saga. And okay. The story does start acting within an old character. Not okay, I think it's being a character from PJ Action Comics, the main villain of that story. Long story. Yeah. And this guy want to get rid of Mongo. Superman actually did 68 and saved everybody, but it was all planned for him to get this god named Olin. It's the whole thing with New God stuff.
All right.
And basically the same guy returns. He returns, but he has to get Avengers Superman. He don't want to deal with his plans. Oh yeah. Also, the Super Twin involved. I think you had 1 page. Yeah, you said 1 page.
It's been a while since we saw them, so all right. You want me to flip to the next picture? That's our first picture.
Yes, please.
All right. Right there.
Yep. Yeah, the Super Twins. Yep. Because you did follow up like they do well to that story.
What were their names again?
I think Oso and Law. I think that's the names. Yeah. It said Oso is the boy, and the girl I think is Law. I don't remember.
Yeah, that's the one thing I remembered when they were introduced, that their names were a little bit complicated. But hey, given the fact that you're from another world, I would imagine the names would be complicated.
No one is surprised that they have complicated names.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, you gotta remember they were technically speaking they were captured by Mongol.
There you go.
It was really messed up. Yeah, it's with John at the patio, but it's still T.A. John and not 10-year-old John Kent. Because this scene is the baby won't T.A. John back to normal. Why? So dumb. I'm so pissed about this shit. Like, you kind of can't like that with the teenage version. You can get rid of it in parts of John Cannon, but I don't fucking care. You can give Ryucho back and have him be a big brother of the Super Twins, and still be 10 years old or 11 at this point.
Exactly. The story writes itself. Yeah.
It's that easy. But no, they won't do it because freaking bisexual. Bullshit.
Yep.
Hey, what's wrong with him being bisexual?
Oh.
No. Let me explain. No, not against bisexual. I never get up here. I'm all for that. But for John, it doesn't work.
I think it works. I just don't think you're thinking outside of the box.
Gotcha. I mean, let's just talk about like the context of the story. So
none of my sexuality period.
You can't just say that without me being critical of what you said, Tevia. I mean that in the nicest way possible. Just letting you know.
Yeah.
As a queer person myself, you can't just say that, man.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Okay. All right. So let's just talk about the book itself.
Yeah, I got the book itself. Sorry.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah. We do see this weird incursion thing in your Oh, I think in the next page.
Oh, next page. To do this one.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, this.
Okay.
Yeah, we see the incursion thing in your with the Super Kids. Long story short, they join a combo with the Super Twins, the World Saga, they go from the World Saga. Oh, yeah, also Power with the Void Ogun. So there's so much of John, so I got the love of Granddaddy. Which is actually my favorite. I think this was a way for them to get Kid John came back with the Super Twins.
Right.
Okay. And what the I get the idea, but I just made 10 years young guys with 10 years back. Anyway, long story short, the harpoon iron thing come from space, from the Calidiga. This is way by war tribes.
Oh, right? Okay.
Because they want the Super Twins.
Yeah.
Yeah, long story. Superman has to try to stop the invasion as best he can, but he finds an old villain named Krillix.
Oh, is that you want me to flip to the next page?
Yeah.
Okay. Damn.
Yeah, and both I think like this guy Krillix, who's
that almost looks like the
main villain.
That almost looks like a different version of Galactus. I gotta say that's Evia,
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah. Hey, Superman taking on a version of Galactus. All right. Sounds like a job for a super.
Yep. Long story short, Kirk as he attacked the Super Twin attacked Superman. Let me say I stayed from my belly. And you forgive me, I don't expect you to understand. I need to avoid powers for what to come. And well, Superman can teleport to the future. Specifically future state future.
Oh, wait, what?
Okay. For context purposes. Basically, there was a story in Action Comics Future State that explained Superman was missing during that time period because reasons. It was a long, stupid event. It was garbage. Don't read that bad. Not fun to read. It's just dumb. But the Action Comics story repeated that was good. Superman gets teleported to the future, and now he's with his descendant. It's weird. And it ended by hold, except from the Book of Hell. Next second comes Superman. The end. But Superman has to team up with his future, not future self, but his descendant. Long story. And now they have to fight this guy.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how the comments.
Oh, all right. So, yeah. I mean, I'm glad they brought in the Super Twins at least, so we could at least give them some time to shine, see what happens there. Yeah. And it's gonna be it sounds like it's gonna be their take on Marvel's having their Superman go up, but at least against a version of Galactus, audience.
Agreed.
So does sound like an interesting read. Who's writing this again?
Bill Kennedy Johnson.
Ah, okay, gotcha.
Yep.
All right. Sounds about good.
Yeah.
So, tell me any final thoughts on this before we move on?
I think it's a good Superman story. It's a ton of fun, and I'm very intrigued with what happened with this book. And see the World Saga And if you know War Saga, you missed out. That book made it a great story. So if you want to catch up to the story, just read War Saga. Scratch that. We programmed the entire action comic line. I think this entire miniseries is going to wrap up everything PK just set up since the very beginning. But, well, he never got a chance to finish the story.
Gotcha.
Which is actually kind of shocking because most comics don't give a closure.
Yeah, hopefully this will keep up the momentum towards then, you know? So, yeah. But all right, then. I guess with that, we still got a couple more books left to go. So, all right.
I'll be quick. I'll try to be quick with mine.
Gotcha. Okay. My next one's going to be quick, too. So, all right, let's move on to the next book, audience.
Okay, we're talking about Marvel Voices, Avengers Academy, issue 58, An Open Mind.
Ooh.
Anyways, so we are getting invited to the Avengers Academy Friends and Family Garden Party on September 3rd. It is September 9th. It's been about a week. Since that, but they're celebrating the beginning of their fall term. Access to the school will be granted through the front gate, which will manifest about 5 minutes away from your place of dwelling in any direction, which is convenient. Mm-hmm. I wish I had that for work. Shit.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, basically we see some of the students and who they're bringing. So Sheila, aka Escapade, is bringing her friends Sarabella and Morgan. Brielle, aka Bloodline, is bringing her mother and two of her friends. Justin, aka Kid Juggernaut, is bringing his mother. Would bring his father, but he's dead.
All right.
Don't worry about it. Normie, aka Red Goblin, is bringing his grandfather and his brother.
Okay.
That out later. I know Cryptid knows, but I don't think Tevia knows.
Wait, you mean knowing Oddborn Red Goblin?
Maybe. Anyways, Vanilla, aka Moon Girl, is bringing her parents because she is still a child. Aaron, aka Captain America of the Railways, did not invite anyone
I know who it is.
For reasons that I'm not going to explain because we do not have time. Just go read any of his stories.
Okay.
Anyway, so Gabriel, aka Blackheart, requested demonic invites, but faculty said no because you get Mephisto.
Of course.
So the staff includes Carol, aka Captain Marvel, Ken, aka Metal, Jen, aka Hazmat, Nathaniel, aka Kid Immortus, Terry the Proletarian. He deserves to have his full name here. He is catering and maintenance, by the way, if anyone's curious, and McCran, who is chilling. Anyways, can you cut to the first picture, please?
Yep.
So we see Sarabella picking out which hat she wants to wear to the party, you know?
Like, why does she have a brain at the outside of her skull?
Okay, let me explain. She used to go by No Girl, but I need to actually get through with the issue because it explains what happens to her.
Sorry.
Gotcha.
Let me explain. So basically, she's trying to pick out a hat. We get to learn a bit about her. So basically, her name's Martha. She has a secret. She knows everyone else's secrets, but she was born a mutant, a psychic specifically, and what she calls a monster named Sublime decided that she would be what he wanted, and he took her body and peeled away basically everything that made her a person, and basically she became No Girl. She basically didn't have a body for the longest ass time because of this fucked up man.
Wow.
See, and this is why we need rights. Anyways, so don't worry. One day, people came to save her, and now, instead of being No Girl, she's now Sarabella with a body, and she has friends and everything like that. And so, yeah. So basically, Morgan pulls up and she's like, "Hey, Martha, like, you ready to go? Like, is it a hat day again?" And so basically, she is reading Morgan's mind because, like, sometimes, like, she can't really control it as well as other psychics. She's not a Jean Grey or an Emma Frost, you know.
Yeah.
And so basically, Martha's like, "Oh, hey, Morgan, like, I guess it doesn't have to be." And so basically, she decides to not wear a hat, and her and Morgan start heading over to the school. And she's reading some people's minds, basically them just being major mutant phobes for no good reason. She's just trying to live her life, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, besides the dog and the pigeon, who the pigeon just wants bread and the dog just wants a friend. You know how it would be. You know how dogs and pigeons are. They have their priorities in order. scripted.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anyways, so yeah, so Morgan's like, haha, here it is. Can you go to the next picture, please?
Yep. Right here.
What? No. Wait, I thought I had a group shot.
Oh,
It should have had the Marvel statue in here.
Dude, I don't think I uploaded that picture.
Damn.
Give me.
Oh wait,
me a
no,
sec,
never mind. Never mind. My fault. I thought I sent it. I didn't realize I got rid of it. Okay, never mind. Ignore that. So basically, they head to the inside the academy, and Sheila greets them and everything, and we see everyone's thought process and everything like that. And Gabriel's dog is like, "Oh my God, Dad!" to Kid Immortus and Blackheart over here, and it's like, "Gay? Yes." Very key. This is the game book. And so basically Sheila's like, you guys made it, yay! And fun fact, Martha and Sheila used to date for a little bit, but they decided to stay friends. It happens, you know? It happens. Their ideals are different from what they wanted, and that's okay.
Yeah, fine. That's true.
So basically Martha sees, like, she says hi to Brielle and everything like that. Brielle and Sheila are dating, if anyone didn't know. So yeah. And so basically we cut to, like, Martha just trying to drink a drink, and she reads Aaron's mind and everything like that. And he's just not really all that happy to be there for a multitude of reasons. Nothing that is really his fault and everything like that. So then we cut to Justin introducing his mom and showing off some baked goods that she made, which I want to try those. So if I'm ever in, I believe, the Toronto area, I'm going to find this place. Just kidding. It's a fictional place, unfortunately. But I'll go find it.
Yeah.
A Korean rum bakery. What a thunk. Anyways, now you can go to the next picture.
Yep. There you go.
So we see these two nerds simping over him. Well, one wants to crush him, and the other one wants to be crushed by him. Jesus Christ, you guys are killing me. In a gay way, Tevia. In a gay way. They're both gay as fuck.
Yeah, I can tell, but what do you mean?
Gay as fuck. This is a gay ass book.
Yeah, that makes sense.
We're in like a love square right now with Aaron, Justin, and two others. It's very interesting.
Is one kid Juggernaut and the other one is the Captain America?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I brought it up earlier.
Yep.
Oh, that makes sense.
Right. Gotcha. So,
anyways, one of Brielle's friends introduces himself to Blackheart and everything like that, and his name's Jaden, by the way, and he's simping over an actual demon and everything. So no, that Jaden, no, get away from him. Anyway, Martha's like, wow, this school, it's like a paradise. And so basically she reads into Gabriel's mind, basically explaining why, he doesn't really think that. But, he's like, yeah, it certainly is, isn't it? And everything like that. Oh, Jaden, how are you much of a simp? And so basically she's like, oh, wait, what happened to the clock? And he's like, oh, a small child with on long stilts robbed us. So it's very, very stupid. She's like, yeah, but the numbers are all weird, So then we cut to Metal and Hazmat. And so basically Metal's trying to, like, keep it together and everything. And Hazmat is like, oh, after everything, he's trying to heal. We can appreciate a good healing session.
Yeah.
So we see Lunella with her parents, Kid Immortus walking around and everything like that. And we see some people, familiar people in the background. And so basically Martha goes to Sheila and she's like, hey, does this school have an attic by any chance? And Sheila's like, I mean, I guess it must be, like, it must, right? And so Martha's like, yeah, so she was like, yeah, I thought about it, but the place changes all the time. We do see McCran there, don't worry, besties. So basically we see bees. And Lunella's showing off her bees to her parents, and her mother's freaking the fuck out. She's like, "Oh my god, you're allergic to bees. We've been through this before in the first issue." And
Okay.
so don't worry, she's fine. She's like, "Allergies are so cool. You die from your body trying to protect itself too hard." Yeah. Oh, Lunella, my sweet summer child.
That's funny.
Yep.
And so basically, her father's looking off to the side and being like, "Is that Norman Osborn?" And so basically, she was like, "Wow, Norman Osborn. I guess he isn't evil anymore." And Martha's like, "I mean, he's still a billionaire, so yeah, he's still pretty fucking evil," which I agree.
Yeah.
And so Normie's like, "Oh my god, Grandpa, he came. Shocking. I don't know why you sent it to him, but you know what? Pick between your crazy parents or your crazy grandfather, who's kind of good. Not really, but kind of good."
Well, Harry's dead.
And so Normie's symbiote Rascal is like, forget that guy. Friend of Sheila can make things chocolate. Like, we must kidnap. Because Morgan Red can turn things into chocolate, by the way, if anyone was curious. So yeah, we see Norman Osborn being like, Danvers, I trust all these lollygaggers are bound by NDAs. And Carol's like, they're bound by an ethic of care, Osborn, to the people they love. And, you know, they're talking shit about each other in their minds, you know, but obviously they can't say it out loud, you know?
Yeah.
And so Normie's brother is like, I'm bored. Where's the cool T-Rex guy? He wants a devil dinosaur. And so basically we hear from off panel, like, Norman Osborn, like, you peeled my face off. You made me a joke. Maybe you're your puppet for what? So we see Metal, like, attack Norman for a good reason. Honestly, I will allow this to happen. Me personally, I will allow this to happen. Okay, just checking. So basically, he starts punching Norman in the face. Deserved. And he's like, what? For what? A sixth thrill? For money? Like, why did you do that? Like what was it all for, bitch? Like, did I deserve this? And so Justin's like, oh my god, Metal, you gotta stop, you know? And so Norman, being a bitch, he's like, young man, have we met before? Oh my god, you should not have said that. You're lucky Justin's there to, like, stop him from doing anything too crazy. Because, oh my god, genuinely pissed. And so Martha looks into his mind, and she is so overwhelmed by everything that happened to him that she tells everyone to stop very loudly and basically, big psychic attack. That's all I have to say. Big psychic attack. Everyone's like, it's got psychic attack. And Justin, you know, he's the only one who didn't get affected because, you know, his big old helmet blocks psychic signals. He doesn't need no red triangle, bestie. He doesn't need any resist triangles. He's fine. And so she's basically, like, trying to say that they'll be fine and everything like that. And can you go to the next picture, please? Yeah. And so basically, those two are sitting on a hilltop, where she gets to try on the helmet. She's like, wow, there's no thoughts in here at all. I love this thing. And he's like, there never are. Wait a minute. And so she's like, it must be nice to feel so safe all the time. And so Justin's like, I don't know. Safe is good, I guess, but I'd rather be alive. Can you go to the last picture?
Yep.
And so basically, it cuts off it ends with a lovely group shot, you know, of everything. I believe, like, Normie's brother is riding Devil and everything with Lunella and Normie watching over him. Morgan and Aaron are at the table. You know, Nathaniel is, like, looking after the animals, you know, Walpurgis and whatever the fuck is Gabriel's dog's name is, I forgot. And so basically, Bree, Sheila, and one of Brielle's friends, I forgot her name, is trying to stop her other friend Jaden from sleeping with a demon.
Of course.
And the parents are chit-chatting it up because you know how parents are. They love to chit-chat. And they're like, oh my god, it's been such a long time. Oh my god, how are you doing? How are the kids? You get the idea.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know how parents are. Luckily, they're not at the grocery store. Because, oh my god, it's the worst. So,
Gotcha.
So, yeah. So, basically, it ends up with Martha being like, yeah, I guess you read my mind. And so, basically, the next issue is called Time Runs Out. And that is a Wicked and Hulkling issue. Fuck
yay! I love these characters.
I know. I'm excited. Oh my god! But I gotta wait at least 1 more hour because Marvel Unlimited like updates at like 9 something or whatever the fuck. I don't know.
Yeah, it's dumb.
Because I live on the West Coast, not the East Coast. You get the idea.
Yeah, I get
it. Yep. Got it. But all right. Any final thoughts on this issue before we move on?
No, but I'm trying to work on this wedding gift for some of my friends, and I have to realign all of this lace again. Ugh.
Gotcha. All right. Well, all right. Well, I think with that we should move on. So yeah, we still got 2 more books left. Next book is going to be mine. It's going to kind of be a little bit fast, this one, because this book came out 2 weeks ago. I've been wanting to talk about it, but just, again, stars in a line for me to talk about it. It's called Escape, issue number 1, from Image. And the main reason why I wanted to get this book is because they have 2 modern-day legends in the Captain America creative team, right? Rick Remender and Daniel Acuna. Rick Remender is the guy who...
You're talking about Acuna?
Acuna, yeah.
That's my dad's last name.
Oh, wow. Look at that. Daniel Acuna. But, all right. Rick Remender, he's the guy, when I first started collecting comics weekly at my comic book shop, right? His Captain America run was the run I started with, right? And, he was the one that created Ian Rogers. Ian Rogers is to me what John Kent is to Tevye audience, So, Rick Remender, he's an A-OK guy for me, and he's also written a lot of good Deadpool content too. As a matter of fact, the plots that they did in Deadpool 2 was actually stuff that Rick Remender had done with Deadpool in his X-Force run. So,
that's cool.
Yeah, I know, right? So Rick Remender was a very influential writer on 2 of my favorite comic book characters of all time, And Daniel Acuna, Acuna. He's drawn a lot of Captain America content between Sam Wilson's Captain America run to Avengers Twilight. So as an artist, I feel like he does deserve recognition for his contributions to Captain America. But this isn't about Captain America. I know. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, audience. I just had to talk about it. But
it's okay.
Escape. It's really a war book, right? But it's like there was this one story I remember having to read in my English class during high school. It's like back in World War II, the Americans were drawn as dogs. The civilians were drawn as mice, and the Nazis were drawn as cats.
I think I know you're playing a mouse, right?
About mouse?
Yeah, I think that's the one. Yes.
Yeah, that's it.
That's like a very influential book that I feel like everyone's got to read at least once. In their
life. I know the story of that book. I just was blanking on the name. But basically, this kind of takes a page out of that, where yes, this is basically during World War II. Of course, the Allies are depicted as, the dogs, the Nazis are basically depicted as the bats, and, vice versa and all that stuff, right? This is leaning towards more philosophical discussions about the concept of war and the people on the opposing sides. Like, you take the bats case, right? Like, you basically in war, you want to go as far as to demonize the other side, because if you demonize the other side, that helps you justify you as the good side, right? You see this one bat, yes, he's part of the Nazi army, but you find out that his family was kind of kidnapped by his government, and he was kind of forced to join the Nazi army in order to kind of save, ensure the safety of his family, But does that make it any better when you actually do see him in the midst of battle?
No.
Does it? Exactly. They do get to the point where where the Allies do end up having to bomb a town that's part of the Nazis, their geographical locations. And, the pilots are trying to say look, I know this is wrong, but you got to keep in mind, these people would not hesitate to do the same thing on us, basically, you know?
Yeah.
So,
You
yeah.
should just get a couple of Canadians. They'll commit a couple war crimes for you.
Yep.
If
Yeah,
you know,
I mean,
no.
yep. And like, of course, firefights end up happening here. You do see some gory shots. Well, not as gory as the pictures which has shown previously, but still you see people, you see animals is their limbs broken off, missing their whole torso from the bullet fire in the air raid, this and that. You see one soldier who was the survivor, the one who actually dropped the bombs in this town.
Oh shit.
His plane gets shot down, right? And he lands on the city that he just bombed. And that's pretty much how the issue ends. Now, you also have to keep in mind, this city is filled with bats, right?
Yeah, Nazis.
And yep, the Nazis, bats, Nazis in general. And the main person, the pilot, is a dog. Try being incognito in that scenario, Can you? Especially since now, since this town got bombed, like the Nazis are storming the whole area, for any of the pilots that have just gotten bombed down, So yikes.
Yeah.
And you do get like a nice little letter column from Rick Remender himself, just kind of like telling a little bit about his background, about his father and his grandfather who did serve in the military, And yeah, I like that little touch. So we're definitely going to see some more gory stuff as this goes along. This is a survivor story, At the end of the day, can one ally soldier survive and escape a Nazi-occupied country? We'll see.
Yep.
But yeah, interesting read. It was a quick review. So all right.
Yeah,
yep. So anyway, we're down to the last topic of the night. So.
Okay. Hello, we're finally able to talk about Universal Monsters, The Invisible Man, written by the great James Tynion, because he's cool like that. He also wrote Dracula, if you didn't know. He also writes a lot of other cool things. You should check him out, because I said so.
There you go. Yep.
I feel like I should preface, I have not seen the original movie yet. I wanted to, but I just didn't.
I haven't.
I think the remake.
You can watch it for free on YouTube. I just don't know why I haven't watched it yet.
One of these days.
I recently just watched Dracula, by the way, the 1939 movie. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's like the same thing I talked about with The Mummy, right? Like, these books are great for lore building, but you have to have had a previous investment in those actual monster movies. To know what's going on.
Or if you just like horror comics or just Universal Monsters and you just want like a quick synopsis of some of the books.
There you go. That's good,
So, you start off at this inn or tavern or whatever the fuck it's called. It's the Lion's Head. And so basically this one guy is, and someone's running these people out of the tavern, attacking people and everything like that, it's not fun. And so some of the people go up to the room, this specific room, and we see this cop getting choked out by something. Can you go to the first picture, please?
Yep, bringing up the picture.
There you go. Yeah. He looks like he's been eaten away. He looks like he's being choked. And guess what? Universal Pictures and Skybound presents The Invisible Man. I didn't post this picture, but he looks pretty snazzy here with his bandages and his robe and his cigarette. Because this was
right?
30s.
Of course.
He's slays. Anyways, so we get to learn a little bit about the scientist who decided to test on himself to be invisible. Because why not be invisible? Would you want to be invisible? Nah.
I will hope for.
I put too much effort into how I look when I leave the house to be invisible.
I would only do it if a girl actually with me and she said like, "We're gonna be doing you have sex." Okay, that's the only way I would do it, and then I would try to find a cure and go back to normal, and then we could be husband and wife.
Okay.
Exactly.
Or the kid, because a super kid, and he or she would have a big bow.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So basically, we learn about this thing called monocaine and how our lovely narrator worked at the laboratory of this one doctor named Dr. Cramley. or whatever the fuck, you know. He was an unambitious chemist who was specializing in the development of food preservatives and everything like that. But guess what? Guess what this assistant guy does? He steals the monocaine. Oh my god! And he starts to test it on rats.
Also, audience, apparently, like the ingredient from this to create this concoction was from a rare plant in India. Just one.
Because of course it's from India. They're people are going to use it as like, oh my god, the Orient, because Orientalism is a real thing, bestie. No,
very much. Mm-hmm.
Anyways, so basically he keeps on with his research, and then he injects a rat with this glowing concoction, and guess what? The rat goes invisible, and he's like, oh my god.
Yep.
Guess what, dudes? We're gonna do it. And anyway, so we cut to this restaurant with this one lady and these two old guys with this, because of course it's always like that. It's always like that in these movies.
Yeah.
You have to have that. You have to have that usual person at a restaurant. You know.
Yeah. So we got the main female lead. You know, with her blonde hair and her very 1920s/30s look to her. If you know, you know. We got an old guy, and we got the main guy, and we got this other random guy. I didn't fully read this book because I haven't watched The Invisible Man, and honestly, I was so busy with other things that I haven't had the time to fully delve into this.
No.
But guess what? These two other guys are just chatting it up, and the main guy's like, none of them understood, none of it mattered, and everything like that. And the other two guys are like, oh my god, he's muttering to himself again, like he must be going mad. And so the older guy's like, okay, you gotta behave yourself, bestie. Like, come on, man. And so the guy who won't shut his fly trap over here is like, what? He has this like very, queer way of playing with his fingies.
Oh, that's not good. Go well.
Because if anyone knows, horror can be used as an allegory for queerness. But anyway, not important. Not important, Tevye. We don't have the time.
No, I know. Okay.
They're using queer as a bad way. I feel like I should preface this.
Yeah,
it's like strange and like weird type of way.
Yep.
And he's like, oh, it's like he's back in the laboratory mixing chemicals right here at the table. Perhaps he'll get some we'll get some spirits for the table. You can make me a nice drink, waiter. And so the lovely lady over here. Oh shit, my phone's at 20%. I have to be quick about this.
Uh-oh.
Phone! Don't be an asshole.
Gotcha.
She's like, you're upset to say something. And the main guy's like, why would I be upset? Like, it's all in good fun. Perhaps I'll make dear Kemp a drink back at the laboratory. Just a perfect cocktail and everything. And so basically he's walking with his lady love, apparently, because you know how it always be then. And he goes back to the factory. I don't remember what picture I sent. Not important. I'm just gonna leave my phone down here.
The last picture is towards the end.
Okay, hold on. Let me just plug in my phone. So basically, he goes back to the laboratory. He looks insane, and he starts grabbing the rats. Some of them are invisible, some of them are not, and he starts to go crazy. You know?
Of course.
And guess what? He turns himself invisible, and he's just like, I want to stab people. Like, I just like he's imagining himself being invisible and stabbing some motherfuckers because he's like, these guys are annoying as shit.
That serum is giving him one heck of a fix, audience. You know,
it is.
Yeah, I mean, we should watch this movie later. Anyways, so basically, we cut over to Dr. Cranley's office and everything like that. And so, his name's Griffin, by the way, I forgot. And so Cranley is like, yo, is everything okay? Is everything good? And Griffin's like, I want to speak to you about the chemical budget. And Cranley's like, is there something the matter? Like, have those devils like started trying to drive up the prices again? And he's like, no, nothing like that, sir. Like, I believe I've come across something fascinating in my private experiments. You know?
Yeah.
And he's like, I would like to pursue them. And so Cranley's like, anything you'd like to share? And Griffin is like, no, not yet. I don't want to get ahead of myself, Bessie. Cranley's like, you've definitely piqued my curiosity. Like, I'm glad. Like, you've always been such a bright young man, but you've never showed. And, it's good that you're showing this interest. I'm happy about that. And he's like, by all means, like, get what you need. Just let me know if the bill is going to put me in the poorhouse. And so basically, he's like, Griffin's like, oh, I'm eager for you to see, like, the end of this. It'll be rather remarkable. And, like, I'm sorry that, I'm sorry. I just think that I've wanted to do something that no one else could have done or has done. And so basically, Griffin's like, he's looking a bit anky, And so basically, goes invisible, pretends to stab the guy, but guess what? He doesn't actually stab the guy because it was in his imagination. And so basically, Griffin goes back to his lab. Well, goes back to Cranley's lab, and Cranley comes in. And he's like, so you're keeping what? Oh yeah, that was the picture in question, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't actually stab him. He's still fine. And so Cranley's like, so you're keeping the work secret. You're rat poison. And so Griffin's like, excuse me? And so Cranley's like, I hope you don't think... No, not Cranley. It's the other guy. I forgot it. Oh, Kemp. That's his name.
Yeah.
So he's like, I hope you don't think Cranley would go in for that sort of thing. Like, such a kind-hearted man. And Griffin's like, I'm not making a poison, Kemp. And so Kemp is like, oh, dear God, then I'm even more keen to know what you got cooking up in here. I saw all those poor little things in the bin this morning. Dreadful smell. Kemp is such an annoying bitch. I swear, like.
Yeah.
I know.
But I'm not gonna get into all like if his mindset, because we do not have the time, and my phone is at 15% right now. Phone fucking charge. My phone fucking sucks. I hate it. I would get a new one, but I can't afford it.
Okay.
Well, support me on Ko-Fi. Anyway, so basically, he's holding one of his invisible rats, and that's where the issue ends.
Don't you just find it interesting that that this whole invisibility formula came out of an idea of trying to create a new food preservative audience?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
I mean, I'm also loving all of the variant covers, as I always do.
Remind me of the remake of Invisible Man that came out a few years ago.
Oh, there you go. Another thing I do like is I like the way the artist is actually drawing the Invisible Man using just negative space, as opposed to
very 1940s.
Exactly, Tev. So yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, most of all the monster books have been good, have been decent, So yeah, hopefully this keeps up the momentum of that. And man, you look at this guy's face. How can you not assume that this guy isn't going to do some messed up stuff?
Yeah, he got snapped.
Oh, there you go. So, yeah, it's a good issue. But yeah, any final thoughts on this switch before we end the night?
No, my phone's almost dead. So
gotcha. Well, anyway, yeah, that's it for tonight, audience. I'd like to thank Tevia for joining us and being part of our discussions and all that good stuff. And yeah, go follow his channel and also give us a subscribe and a thumbs up if you can, audience. All right. Gotcha. With that, there's no end theme song, audience. We're just going straight to the end. So, all right. We'll see you all next time. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.